get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
30-yard line.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Hanson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
At the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. This is Carson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
2-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Isabella.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Whitaker, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Now Taylor.
And it's 3rd.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. It's Whitaker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shot. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hansen. That's caught by Montgomery. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Hansen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor, catch made, it's Moreau. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hansen. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Robinson with a big catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Back to throw. Hansen. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, Hansen. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Montgomery back to the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Hansen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Hansen. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Tajay Sharp. Brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. Hansen. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Bears 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor.
He has a lead in.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Roquan Smith able to run it down for a loss of a yard. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. To throw again, Hansen. The open man here, Renfro. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Whitaker. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Hansen. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hansen trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
operating from the gun. Taylor forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on second down. Taylor. Now he'll pull it down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it are touchdowns. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On third down, Taylor. He'll find Moreau here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Off play action. Hansen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Hansen.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run with Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Taylor. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
A.J. Bouye on the coverage.
They go play action now. Taylor sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A.J. Bouye. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
39-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hansen caught out right by throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
Back to throw. Hansen.
I think that's a big pickup.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Taylor's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears.
The give to Whitaker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the final act came from Royce Freeman on the touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
For a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, Hansen. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 40.
To throw on 2nd down, Hansen. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Hansen. A throw left side taken in by Komet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8 Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hansen over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Hansen. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the gun, Hansen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 4.
Freeman again. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now here's Michael Dixon standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Well, the guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. To throw on 2nd down, Hansen. And this is going to be intercepted. Pick there by Nick Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Taylor to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Taylor's pass complete.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bears now ready to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime, so many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Montgomery, the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 16 yards, a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Hansen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy
get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hansen, the open man here, Renfro. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Hansen. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Hansen. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.